All right, 5 minutes after 9 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. It is time for Veterans News. Hank Whittier is in the studio. Good morning, Hank.
This is the Garrett Show today, right?
The Garrett
Show. All these people, they don't come in for me. They come in for thinking, Garrett was here. John Steers is here, and I hate to say it, Larry Shook. The only good news is Don Harrison is not here.
Oh, no. What happened? He was here earlier.
Yeah, he's got a doctor's appointment.
Donnie chickened out.
He wanted to make sure people knew he was here and had to go to a doctor's appointment, and that's a good thing for all of us because Donnie likes to monopolize things a little bit. But got a good show today. Got some great people here. Scott Young's here to talk a little bit of insurance for us. Just briefly talk about because I get so many questions about Medicare, Medicaid, the differences, and all that. So he's going to come in on a regular basis and clarify some of that for us. And I appreciate you coming in, Scott. You may not appreciate it at the end of the day, but and John's here, and Larry Shook, and all the troops. Even Don Williams, our oldest Marine in the room. Hey, Don.
Howdy.
Hey, listen. Unfortunately, we do have casualties. The good news is no military casualties, no military killed in action this week, which is good stuff. We're always glad to see that. Anybody on the line from the sheriff
No,
and
sir,
or
no.
the police department? Well, you know what? What time is it?
It's about a little after 5.
Well, go ahead and do it. If they call in, they call in. But we're kind of pressed for time this morning, and they may have not get the emails I send them. So
I'm going to start out with the fire department personnel. First one out is Michael Dale Garrett, firefighter EMT, age 28, 15 years of service. Date of death was February the 1st, 2014. He was with the Nutter Fort Fire Department, Nutter Fort, West Virginia. He died involved in a multiple patients rescue and phone tower collapsed on him. It's unfortunate there. And there were other people that were injured, but he was the only one to succumb. 2 members of the repair crew were fatal incident involved by authorities. Another one is firefighter Dwight Hilton, age 57, years of service was 8, 2001, Eastern Central Volunteer Fire Department, Liberty, Mississippi. He suffered a fatal heart attack while fighting an outdoor fire that was threatening homes in the area. Those are the only 2 that we have as far as fire department personnel. Law enforcement officer is Eddie Maurice Hammer of Hardin County Sheriff's Office, Tennessee. And the watch was January 27th, 2014, at age 36. Tour duty 9 years. He was an animal control officer and was killed in a single vehicle crash while responding to a call. He is survived by a wife and family. Another officer down is Percy Lee House III, Greensville County Sheriff's Department, Virginia. His end of watch was January 31st, 2014. Deputy Sheriff Percy House was killed in an automobile accident while responding to a call. He is survived by family. Age was 52. And the other one I have, and that is a firefighter, I had it out of line, I'm sorry, is Thomas Gerald Lee, 67. The number of years in service was 36. Date of death was 2/1 of 2014 with 4 Oaks Fire Department, 4 Oaks, North Carolina. Passed away at home from an apparent heart attack. And that's all we have, sir, at this point.
That's too much, but at least there were no military casualties. That's the good news. You know, what these guys don't know, the new guys, is we do military killed in action and accidents, and then we also do firefighters and police officers as they're brothers, essentially. So
Yes, all first responders.
that's right. Larry, you want to take your into Amazing Grace, and then we'll come back and talk a little insurance and talk a little Marine Corps stuff here.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, we have already gone. 'Twas grace that brought us safe thus far, and grace will lead us
Alrighty, guys. Thank you, Larry. You want to talk Palm Chevrolet a little bit?
Palm Chevrolet and Palm Kia, located right here on Highway 200, just east of the Paddock Mall. And they're most happy to help you come in or help you when you come into their store. And they're very good service department and parts departments are available all the time. And just come in and talk to them. They'd be more than happy to help you. They don't want to shout from the rooftops that they got the best deals. They just want to talk to you as a friendly type again.
Friend and neighbor, right?
Friend and neighbor.
And if you do need help getting in, they'll do that too.
They sure will.
Sure.
They'll be most happy to and direct you right to them.
Yeah, they're good people. So go over to Palm, give them a shot, take a look at what they got. They got new and used, if that's the way you want to go.
That's
and,
right.
Chevys, Kias, and probably everything else on the lot as well. Listen, for you, all you military folks listening, and all you other guys, I sent a congratulatory email to Chief Graham yesterday or the other day about one of his officers, Mike. I guess he pronounces it Diasso. Anyway, he's the police officer that arrested those two frauds collecting money in front of the stores.
Fantastic on his part.
And, someone complained. He investigated them, found out they were frauds. They were collecting money, saying they worked for and represented veterans, which they did not. So this particular police officer was on the job,
Good.
did his duty, arrested them on the spot, a man and a woman. They sent them to the county jail. And I asked Chief Graham to give me a heads up when they're going to court, because I sure like to have my pieces to say. I know what I would like to do with them.
I know what I'd like to do too, same as you probably.
So if you run into this particular police officer, give him a pat on the back and thank him. Those frauds out there taking money, saying they're going to give it to disabled veterans or veterans.
They were lining their pockets.
They're the lowest of the low.
Yep.
And I hope they get the maximum sentence. So.
Yes.
Let's see. All right. Hey, listen, we're going to talk a little bit of Medicaid, Medicare. Got an expert here. You're the expert, right? Scott, You're supposed to say yes, Scott.
Yes, I am.
Anyway, and Robbie will tell you at our office, we get a lot of phone calls about benefits and other things, but one of the things we get a lot of phone calls about is Medicare and Medicaid. And I'll be honest with you, I have a poor understanding of it. I'm probably like Don Williams over here. I understand nothing.
Well, we'll make it simple for
keep
you.
it
We'll help
simple.
understand.
And again, what I ask you to do is come on periodically and talk about some particular issues with that. But I mean, kind of give us the basic. Now, who qualifies for Medicare and what it is?
Well, let me start here.
Or if you got a
Hank. Let me
script,
tell
you got a script?
Yeah, a little bit of one, something to follow here.
Okay.
Let me tell you who I am. I'm an independent insurance agent. I represent several different companies, and I specialize in Medicare insurance and people who receive Medicare and Medicaid. I also help veterans on Medicare find plans that suit their needs, whether it's a health plan with or without prescription drug coverage or drug coverage alone. I can help, and it does not interfere with the current benefits that they receive from the VA. Everybody has different needs and budgets, and I assist them in making the best possible decision they can make. I consider myself more of a consultant, not a salesperson. There's never any pressure to make a decision until you're ready. I'm here to help you understand and navigate the insurance world, to educate you with the knowledge you need to make the right decision for you. Some folks think it's very difficult to understand, but it's really not. I can make it very simple for you.
You're doing very well for something that's written in crayon. You can read crayon.
You like that?
You like that. You're doing well. You weren't a Marine, though.
No.
I'm surprised at that.
Again, my goal is not to sell you a plan, but to help you understand what the benefits are. I can enroll you in a plan if that's what you choose, but that's your decision to do. I'm just here to help you understand your choices. Some things I can do, I can help people save money and see if they qualify for extra help. I have access to a program called Benefits Checkup. It's a free service of the National Council on Aging. There's over 2,000 federal, state, and private benefits programs available to help. But many people don't know what these programs are. They don't even know they exist or how to apply. I can help them with that.
Well, you were telling me some things the other day that I didn't know, and I never even heard of, about the list of assistance folks can get. And what I liked about talking to you is you said, I don't care where they go, but I want them to get the help that they deserve and they've earned. So that's the good news. Go take it where you want to take it. We're going to take it up to an early break, and then we're going to turn it over to the Garrett show and go from there. You want to make a career in radio, Garrett?
Maybe.
Yeah, I can see. You can see how easy it is, really. Yeah.
Love music.
And the good thing about it is, and you would qualify. You don't have to have good looks.
Boy, that's tough, isn't it?
You caught him off guard on that one.
It's a tough
I'm
crowd
married.
here.
I'm married with a child. I don't need to have good looks, so
Okay.
I'm done. I'm not.
Okay. All right. Good response. Good response. All right. You say that's why you're surprised there's this many people here because they get insulted every week and they keep on coming back. So who's sicker, them or me? I'm sorry, Scott. Go ahead.
That's okay. Benefits Checkup asks you a series of questions to help identify benefits that could save you money and cover the cost of everyday expenses. After answering the questions, you'll get a report created just for you that describes the programs that you may get help from. You can apply for many of the programs online, or you can print an application form. If you call me, I can tell you how to do it on your own, or I can help you do it.
How do they call you?
Here's some of the types of expenses you may get help with: medications, food, utilities, legal, health care, housing, in-home services, taxes, transportation, employment training. I've got quite a few different plans.
All right, so those are all issues. Some of them are under Medicare, some of them are other government programs.
Some of them are other government programs,
So
aside from Medicare.
two basic things: just who qualifies under Medicare.
Okay, Medicare. Medicare is a health insurance for people 65 or older, younger adults aged 18 to 64 with certain disabilities, people of any age with end-stage renal disease, that's permanent kidney failure, requiring dialysis or a kidney transplant.
Okay.
Then you have Medicaid. Medicaid is a state-run health insurance program that pays for a broad range of medical services for people with low income and resources. Each state runs its own Medicaid program. Eligibility and additional program benefits vary by different states, but I can tell you what we can do right here in Florida. Basic services include doctor visits, inpatient and outpatient hospital services, lab tests, x-rays, medical transportation, family planning services, nursing facility services, home health and nurse practitioner services. Then you have your dual eligibles, people who have Medicare and also receive Medicaid. They're called dual eligibles. Medicaid can cover a lot of the services not covered by Medicare, such as eyeglasses, hearing aids, dental care, or medical co-payments and deductibles.
Briefly talk a little bit about Advantage plans. I know they're very complicated, or can get complicated, and there's a lot of information, but what's the difference between Medicare and an Advantage plan?
An Advantage plan is what they call Part C, Medicare Part C. It combines original Medicare, Parts A and B, with a healthcare provider that it combines them all into one and also includes a prescription drug plan sometimes. I really can't get into the plan specifics and details.
That's just an overview, and there's a lot of them out there. I mean, we all get bombarded. Those of us who are over 65 get bombarded with
many different options.
You probably get 100 pieces of mail telling you go with us,
Yeah,
But,
sure.
Again, they're confusing because they all sound good, but you got to really read the fine print.
You do. You have to look over the benefits and see which benefits, because everybody has different needs.
And you don't represent any particular. You represent a number of companies, so you don't have a dog in the fight necessarily.
No, I'm an independent agent. I do what's best for. Even if I don't have a program, I'll tell somebody that you're better off going somewhere else. But
Then you also can give folks some of those 800 numbers they can call to reach some of the government agencies that can direct them in the
Absolutely.
right direction. Okay.
But to get there, you need to call me. My cell number is 352. I'm local right here in Ocala. 427-0192.
Okay.
That is the best way to reach me.
Your cell.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also have an office number. It's 877-758-5740.
Yeah. And what you said the other day was you're not trying to sell plans, you're trying to educate people. And
Yes.
get them to make decisions that benefit them, and that's really what we're looking for is, not to sell a policy, but let folks know what their options are,
What's out
where
there.
they need to go, what's out there. And there's a lot of free things out there that they can tap into if they just go ahead and do that. Yeah, give the number out one more time. Your number.
My number, 352-427-0192.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you to come on periodically to clarify things because, again, Robert and I down at Vets Helping Vets, we get inundated with, I know the VA stuff, I know some of the other things, but Social Security and Medicare and Medicaid and all these other related programs are, they could be amazed. They're difficult for us to negotiate, and I just don't have that information, so I'd rather have them call people that know what they're doing. So I think you agreed to come on periodically with
Yes,
us and have different
I'd
topics you're going to
appreciate
talk about. And
Before he leaves, I need his office phone number one more time for them. You had it on your card.
Yeah, my office number, toll-free, is 877-758-5740.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Okay. Curly, do you have a question, or I saw you?
I got it now.
Okay, that was it. That's what it was. I mean, I know you're going to have at least 2 phone calls. So
A lot of people don't write as fast as you talk.
That was it.
yeah. The problem is these guys wake up around midnight. See, so they sleep all day, and then they're on that late shift. Hey, look, Scott, I appreciate you coming in. We're got to hurry a little bit this morning, but
Okay.
but you're going to be
Thanks for having me.
You're going to be a regular feature. You can hang around if you like. I know you got a busy day, but I appreciate you approaching us and telling us, hey, look, I just want to get people to do the right thing for themselves because so many people call us trying to sell something. That's not what we're about. We're about sharing information out there, and I appreciate your time for doing that. So
You're welcome.
You'll be coming in, and we'll be seeing a lot of you.
Sure will.
let's take a real quick break. Come back, we'll do one commercial, and then we'll get our guest of honor here to say a few words about the
We
Marine
got
Corps.
also John Steer. with
Well,
us.
I wasn't going to say anything
Oh,
about
well,
John. You
he's
went and
an
spoiled
unusual
everything now.
character anyway.
John is over there, he's the only friend that Larry Shook has.
I can believe that. Larry's not here, so I'll pick on him.
He's probably
Okay.
sitting out there drinking coffee and eating donuts. But Larry, we got to, WOCA is going to make a few bucks, so take it away, Larry.
Got a trade? You're in luck. Current high market demand means you'll get more for your trade than ever before at Palm Chevrolet in Ocala. And log on to PalmChevroletSpecials.com to receive an additional $1,000 trade assistance offer. That's PalmChevroletSpecials.com for your bonus trade offer. According to the Wall Street Journal, a 1-year-old Civic that NADA's used car guide valued at $14,275 a few months ago is now estimated to be worth $15,950. As mentioned earlier, your trade is worth more than ever. That's why Palm Chevrolet wants your trade and is willing to pay absolute top dollar. Remember, visit PalmChevroletSpecials.com to receive an additional $1,000 trade assistance offer. Hurry, this is a very limited time offer at Palm Chevrolet on Southwest College Road in Ocala. And go to PalmChevroletSpecials.com to get an exclusive $1,000 bonus trade assistance offer. Chevy, find new roads. Trade value may be less based on excessive mileage and vehicle wear and tear. See dealer for details.
The Usual Suspects Jazz Quartet will be in Arthur's Bistro at the Hilton Hotel on February 1st from 6:30 till 9:30 p.m. And then on February 15th, Arthur's Bistro will be having a Gala Valentine show with the Usual Suspects featuring guest vocalist Mark Raich from 6:30 till 9:30 p.m. for your dining, dancing, and listening pleasure. Based on previous performance, we recommend that you make a reservation for the show. Call 352-390-1515 for the Usual Suspects Jazz Quartet.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Just say anything as long as you say something. Got it? This is the rule when it comes to job interviews. People who drank 2 cups of green tea a day lost 3 pounds in 3 months without changing their diets. People who sleep on the left side of the bed tend to be more cheerful, better able to handle stress, and tackle heavy workloads compared to those who sleep on the right side of the bed.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Hi, Robin. You look tired.
I am. I've been running all over town.
Why? Why not drive?
I need to get this stupid document notarized.
Well, that's easy. You need personal service.
Duh, that's what I've been looking for.
You need to go see Mark at the Personal Service Center. He can notarize that for you, make copies, fax it wherever, or send it out in the mail. Heck, he can even scan it and email it for you.
Really? Where is he at?
2375 Northeast 25th Avenue, on the corner of Northeast 25th Avenue and 24th Street. You can call him at 789-6683.
Personal Service Center. Thanks, Larry.
We're not just the horse capital of the world. Ocala Marion County is now the hoops capital, too, thanks to the 2013 national champion CF Patriots basketball team. The McDonald Allstate Agency brings you the reigning kings of the court all season long right here on WOCA. Coach Tim Ryan and the Patriots look to defend their national crown and get set to host the state tournament this coming spring. The McDonald Allstate Agency brings you CF basketball only on WOCA, the source.
Your home is safe, or is it? AA Lock, Dock, and Security. The name has been a staple in Ocala since 1985. Do you have the right equipment in place to have peace of mind when you are at home or away? AA Lock, Dock, and Security has the right people to install and monitor your home or business. Call today for a free on-site security analysis. Call 867-1965. AA Lock, Dock, and Security, 219 Northwest 10th Street, 867-1965.
Do black patent leather shoes really reflect up?
Find out at the Ocala Civic Theater's delightful musical comedy running from February 6th to March 2nd.
Watch from late bloomer Eddie Ryan's first day of Catholic school to the senior prom.
This musical romp goes through confession, poodle skirts, guardian angels, gym class, rock and roll, and the birds and the bees.
Do black patent leather shoes really reflect up? Is set for performances from February 6th till March 2nd at the Ocala Civic Theater. It's a divine comedy directed by Greg Thompson.
Who?
Yeah, that guy. He's an actor or something.
I don't know.
Last year, over $1 billion. That's a B with 9 zeros was left on the table from taxes not done right. But thankfully, H&R Block tax preparers have over 100 hours of training to help you get your piece of the billion back. Come visit us and our friends at H&R Block this tax season at the Paddock Mall, Marion Oaks, and Triple Crown shopping centers to make sure you get your maximum refund. Don't forget to check with your favorite nonprofit for referral information where applicable.
All right, it is 9:30. It's time to return back to Veterans News with your host, Hank Whittier. Hank?
Hey, we're back. Everybody's kind of milling around, but that's okay. Guys, Don's got his own show back there. It's the Don Williams show in the back.
Of course. We all do.
We got John Sturgis sitting at the table with us, and John, well-known Vietnam vet, wounded warrior and all that, and goes around this country and spreads a little patriotism and a little appreciation of the troops. Actually goes all around the world doing that, and records and writes books and basically.
Out of trouble?
No, you don't do that, John. That's a lie. You haven't been out of trouble in 50 years. Your wife has kept you out a little bit of that trouble, but.
Well, it's good to be with you all today and with our Marine here.
Good morning.
Yeah, it's good having you here, partner. It really is. I mean, John, you're an inspiration to all of us.
Thank you.
He's having a little get-together Saturday night down here at one of the restaurants.
Not sure it'll be
are you going to be in town, or are you leaving us?
No, Larry invited me, but like I said, I'm about wore out. I'm ready to go home because I got to head back out to Arizona in a few days. So.
Okay. All right. Well, again, we appreciate all you do. We're going to play a little bit of your music near the end of the show,
Good,
if that's
thank
okay
you.
with you. And,
yes, sir.
Tell us where we can get a hold of you if we need you, and you got some phone numbers you can give out. I
got 3 phone numbers. Larry, do you have any of my business cards? I don't know what they are.
Yeah, if you haven't heard John before sing, John's outstanding.
870.
You can't see
656.
3793.
Jeez.
Why don't you read that for us?
3791.
You want to try that again?
Yeah, 870-656-3791. And we're in where do I live?
Little Rock, Arkansas.
No, Hot Springs, Arkansas. I just moved there recently. Anyway, and I'm director of Living Word Christian Ministries and national chaplain for a few different organizations.
And that number's the best way to get a hold of you?
Yes, sir. That's
you're available to speak, and you're available to sing, and you're available to do a little Christian ministry.
That's right.
And I know you're always available to help out veterans.
We spend our life helping veterans, and it's been great. We started Fort Steer and run it for 11 years and turned it over to another group, and now it's called John 3:16. But they're graduating 90 young men, including many veterans, every 6 months from a substance abuse program there that we actually started. Okay. And so, I love the Lord, and we've had a great life. And my testimony is pretty short. I've shot up 3 times, and in 2 of the major battles in Vietnam, we lost 287 guys on Hill 875, November 19th, 1967. I served with the 173rd Airborne Infantry. 4 months earlier, in June, my company lost 80 guys out of about 120-some men. So I'm very fortunate and thankful to be here, and I'm very thankful for this young Marine and all the servicemen that are fighting today to protect us and give us our freedom.
That's well said, Joe. Thank you.
Thanks, brother.
And again, it's always good seeing you, brother. Always.
You too, man. Thank you. Thank you for what you do.
Well, Marine, you got to put your headphones on, buddy.
I have to put them on?
Well, you can listen to me, but most folks don't want to do that. But anyway, listen.
They're uncomfortable.
You go by Garrett.
Yes.
And the last name is Burgess.
Yes.
Burgess. I'm sorry. And you got a big event coming up Saturday evening.
Yes, I do. It will be at the Old Mojo Grill next to the Ocala Police Department on South Pine Avenue. Come out if you want to. It's at 6 p.m. Saturday.
You do autographs and all that, like John does?
Yeah, sure. I'll do some autographs.
He said he's posing for photographs too.
As you're handing out those $100 bills, you'll autograph them for us? Is that what you're going to do?
I don't know about handing out any money.
Listen, I know a lot of people help put that together to help you out a little bit.
Oh, yes.
Let me, and Dad's over here sitting, and Dave is over here sitting next to me too, and he's been bragging on you for a long time. So it's nice to see a father and son kind of, I know what I say about my son sometimes. It's not always good. He's a cop, and he's stopped me on numerous occasions. So.
Just to harass old dad.
He did. That's what he told me, to harass old dad. So, but let me mention that somebody was a newspaper article this morning. I know the Marine Corps League and the Marines got a lot of kudos, and some other folks did. But Harley Davidson has really stepped up to the plate, I think, in my view of what's going on. I know you work for Harley up there on 441, and they're good people, and they help out a lot of veterans. So let me pack over Harley on. They deserve a lot of credit for helping things out. Not just you, honestly, they've helped a lot of veterans out in this area. So Harley Davidson, Derek, all those guys up there, and us, and you work there. So again, thank you for what you guys do up there. Apart from your son, I know your son's special, but you do it for all the veterans, and everybody in this room knows that, and I hope the folks out there know that. So
Better tell DK to write this man a paycheck now.
Yeah. Well, he's written paychecks for veterans. Honestly, he's helped us out a lot. So
I'm just joking.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Oh yes.
All right, listen. You came in a wheelchair.
Yes. Yes, I did.
You want to talk about how that happened? You don't have to give all the nitty gritty details where you are if it's classified, but I know it's Afghanistan.
Not necessarily classified, but due to ongoing operations with 19 and stuff in Afghanistan, I can't give all the details.
The folks out there, most of them are military, but a lot of them don't understand when you're talking 19 and Bravo, and kind of break it down for them a little bit.
19 is just a unit in the Marine Corps. It's an infantry unit. It's 1st Battalion, 9th Marines, 8th Marine Regiment. Right now, they jump around different regiments every once in a while. But there's Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, and Weapons Company. I was part of Bravo Company as a machine gunner in the weapons platoon. And, we were out in Afghanistan, obviously. They're still there. They should be there for some time now. Come home soon, hopefully. And, we were just conducting a helo raid on a certain village, and it was early morning, and we started taking some heat from this, from a few people. It was one machine gun team and a few guys with AKs. And, long story short, I ended up covering some of my buddies as they ran inside a compound for cover. And then I was the last one to go in. And as I lifted up my machine gun and turned around to run in the compound, I got struck in the back by an AK-762. Fractured my L5, S1 vertebrae, went through and severed my vena cava artery, and went through my intestines as well. And, they immediately drugged me in the compound. All the Navy corpsmen, we always love our corpsmen.
Absolutely.
They started working on me right away, and, within minutes, the medevac helo was overhead. I could hear it, and I could also hear that a Taliban, or whoever was shooting at us that day, started shooting at the helicopter as well. And they landed. I don't remember much, but they landed, and I remember getting picked up and ran to the helo. They put me in, and it was a bunch of British guys from the British base there, and they're talking all their gibberish and stuff. I couldn't really understand them with their accents. But I had passed out on the helicopter and then awoke again in I don't know, I'm not sure where it was. It was some type of hospital. I think it was on Camp Bastion, which is right next to Camp Leatherneck in the Helmand province of Afghanistan. But they were rushing me through. It was kind of like a movie. Like they were rushing me through the hallway. Everything was kind of blurry, and still British people. Doc was over me. He's telling me, you're gonna be all right. We're just gonna rush you into surgery real quick. And the surgery ended up being taking out my intestines and cutting off the piece that the bullet had went through and putting them back together. And little did they know that my vena cava artery, one of the main arteries in the body, was severed, and I was pretty much bleeding out. And they flew me to Bagram Air Force Base. I think it's an Air Force Base, but I'm not positive on that one. It's also in Afghanistan. And that's where they had found the bleed from the artery, and they opened me back up and stitched me up. And from there, I flew to Germany. I don't know how to pronounce the name of the base. It starts with an L. But there I again went under a few extensive surgeries and spent a few days there. And from there I got flown to Bethesda, Maryland, to Walter Reed Medical Center and spent a month there to recover, and then now I am home.
Okay, and you're going up to the VA hospital in Gainesville?
Yes, yes. I'm pretty much there every week.
Okay.
Every Tuesday I'm doing physical therapy.
Where'd the broken ankle come from?
I'm not positive.
Dad do that to you?
No.
I saw the way he pushed you in the wheelchair. I figured that's what happened.
Yeah, I mean, he's hit me up hit me against a few things, but
He was trying to get him on a trike.
Did you see
is
Dad
what
with the
it was.
wheelchair coming in? I mean, he hit every post on the way in. And this kid the guy is going, oh, Dad, that's a post over there. Look out. You know?
He thought he was on his Harley.
Riding that hard, you know?
good thing he hasn't tried to put a motor on this thing yet. But,
Give him time.
Be
He'll
better
figure
off
a
with the
way.
motor on that thing
Yeah, I
without
can
Dad
control
pushing
it.
it. Yeah.
but I assumed the broken ankle came from when I was hit and when I fell. The orthopedic doctor and surgeon up there at the VA in Gainesville said that I tore most of my ligaments and stuff, so it caused a fracture in my tibia. And Walter Reed did not notice it the entire month I was there. So I was walking on it and whatnot, and the bone healed in the wrong place. So last Thursday, a week ago today, I went into surgery again. Hopefully my last surgery. They went in, rebroke my ankle, put it together with plates and screws and pins and whatnot.
All right.
When you leave, now you got, what, 60 days extended leave or medical leave here?
Yes, I'm on convalescent leave right now. I'll be out of here sometime early April. I'll be back up to Lejeune. I'll be with, excuse me, my voice cracked. Well, I'll be with 1st Battalion 9th Marines once again, waiting on my brothers to get home from Afghanistan.
What, you know when they're doing home?
We were due home in April, mid-April, but you know, I can't say for sure. It's been pushed.
You'll be there to welcome them back, right?
Oh, most definitely.
Okay.
Yes.
Now you know you got to stay out of Jacksonville. You know that, eh?
Yes.
Sound like the chaplain talking to you now? Stay out of Jacksonville.
Just don't leave base, whatever you do.
So the Corps, another Marine that kind of owes something to another corpsman, right? You know, people
Yes.
often wondered, just like you're medics in the Army, why the Marines are so, can't say anything bad about a corpsman.
Oh no.
No.
Got plenty of friends that are corpsmen.
Oh, yes.
Saved a lot of Marines' butts.
Yes.
Trying to tell you now.
And thank God for them, yeah. How's he doing, Dad? You want to...
Doing pretty good. I think the baby came along at the right time and has kind of kept him out of depression. I think he's kept him busy, that's for sure. Hell, and I know he's been busy with Garrett and the baby.
Yeah, my wife does a pretty good job taking care of both of us.
You just had the baby's 7 weeks old, is that what you told me?
Yes, he's either I'm his dad, so don't get mad at me. He's either about to be 7 weeks or he is 7 weeks. I'm not quite sure. But
you go back.
Dads never know.
No.
yeah, good thing Emily's probably not listening and she's taking care of him, so I won't have to get an earful when I get home.
She's not listening to you today?
She might be.
She may be.
I
You
don't
may
know.
be in
I
trouble.
guarantee you, sir, she's listening.
You may be staying the night at the radio station, you know.
Hey, it's a pretty nice place here. So.
Bear in mind, she's listening, and remember that when you get home.
Oh yeah.
What's the baby's name?
David Joseph Burgess.
Outstanding. Very good. And is she going back to Lejeune with you?
Oh yes, we'll be on base housing, and I'll be I'm not really quite sure what I'll be doing up there in Camp Lejeune, but I'll definitely be recovering, more physical therapy, whatnot. I'll finally be out of my cast. I'm just trying to walk on this ankle and see how that goes. So.
Okay, and you're a Lance Corporal.
Yes, I'm
so
a
you're
Lance
making
Corporal.
big money.
Okay, big money.
Oh, yes.
Lance Cool don't make no money.
Once that BAH goes away, I'll be banking it. Not really.
Machine gunners aren't supposed to get hit. Now, you understand that. You're supposed to lay down that base of fire and let those other guys,
Lance,
You're on the move.
I'm pretty good at my job, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
So I kind of wanted to, kind of had it out for me. That's what I felt out there.
Well, they like to take out the machine gunners.
That's
They really do.
Yes.
AK-47 round?
Yes.
Used to go right through you?
7.62 millimeter. Yep, went straight through me. Didn't even, when I first, just felt like someone just
slap you,
reared back and just hit me right in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't really know what happened. I just, fell straight over because I was mid sprint. Well, as fast as you can sprint with all the gear and stuff we got on nowadays. And just fell over. I was over top my machine gun, and I was just like, what just happened?
Mm-hmm.
And then, start yelling for some help. Some explicitives I can't really put on the
Sure, we
radio.
can't talk. We talked about that. But yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the language we got to clean up. We can talk off the air sometimes.
Of course, my brother's in 1-9. I was out there with 2nd Platoon, Bravo Company. They did a good job. It was a sniper detachment that drug me back on in the compound. Helped me out pretty good.
I hope that he paid the ultimate price, the one that took your.
As far as I know, a lot of people on the opposing side in that mission paid the ultimate
They got
price.
to meet their 70 virgins, did they? That's
I
the
think
good
it's
news.
72.
72 now? As long as they're on the other side, we're okay with that.
We're all looking for that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, listen. We're looking forward to Saturday night. That's going to be a blast.
Oh, yes.
Down there at
Yes.
Mojo's
I'm-
Grill. It was
I'm
in the
very
paper this
excited.
morning on Pine Street. We're all going to be down there. A bunch of folks are coming over.
Yeah, apparently, apparently I'm getting picked up in a stretch Escalade.
That's
so
what I heard.
I guess
what I
that's.
heard, man.
I'm all about it.
Now, when you get back to Lejeune, don't expect the same treatment now.
Yeah, they'll probably be
The
like,
gunny will be waiting for you,
Go
I'm sure.
run a PFT. I don't care if your ankle's broken.
You got to make it on your own.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Were you in Lejeune before?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we're based out of
You're based
Lejeune.
out of Lejeune?
Been on the East Coast, sadly to say,
Yeah.
my entire career.
Okay.
I
And
loved it.
you did PI, you did Paris Island.
Yes. Yep. Graduated Mike Company, Paris Island, 3rd Battalion.
3rd Battalion, those old red
Disneyland.
barracks.
Yeah.
Red barracks.
We actually got new barracks.
Oh, really?
They just built them right before I got there, and they were very nice compared to the Vietnam ones, the old ones. But
He didn't have the water to worry with.
Well, Don and I, we were in Quonset huts. I don't know about you guys. We were in Quonset huts. We were the first ones to move into the old red barracks.
Really?
And I have to tell you, that was a nightmare because they didn't want you to get anything dirty.
Yeah.
You know. So,
I
you know.
thought it was tents that y'all were in.
I know it was Quonset huts originally.
Okay.
Don was a DI. Yeah, you did. You probably. And all that anger you got towards DIs, you can take it out on him.
Yeah, they didn't want you to get anything dirty, but
an hour still.
they didn't want you to get anything dirty. But if your shoe was just off alignment, the entire barracks would be put to crap, and you'd have to clean it back up.
Yeah. When did you go through PI?
I left here January 23rd, 2012, and graduated November 2nd of 2012.
Outstanding. Very good. You didn't graduate November 2nd, so you missed the Corps' birthday up there, huh?
Yep.
Did you do the Crucible?
Yes, of course. Every Marine does.
Yeah, that was something we didn't do when we were in, but I don't know about when that came in. And
to be honest, compared to all my adventures I've gone through now in the Crucible, I'd do that 100 times over.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And how long were you in Afghanistan?
I was there for close to 3 months.
Was that
Probably about two and a
first
half.
deployment?
Yes.
And did you go anyplace else besides there?
I've been to Bridgeport, California for cold weather mountain warfare training, which was not fun at all.
The Pickle Meadows, or whatever they call it. What's the name? What do they call that?
Oh, I don't know. It's
Bridgeport is not Pickle Meadows. They changed that.
They changed
site.
all of that?
They changed
Okay,
that
so-
site. Yeah.
Yeah.
We went to Pickle Meadows.
Yeah. See, I was there with Lewis and Clark. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some nights there. Like we went February. It was almost a year ago. We went nights it would get down 30 below zero, sleeping in a snow trench, trying not to get hypothermia and whatnot. So it was
No med cruises, none of that stuff.
no nothing.
Not
cool.
yet, but he
Nothing
will.
cool.
Yeah. Now you want to stay in? Are you kind of leaning towards that direction?
Right now, I am. Yes. I mean, I think what my plan is as of right now is, try to rehabilitate. Get back to 100% and finish out the last of my years as an infantry marine, and then hopefully move over and try to do some stuff in the air wing, become an air traffic controller, so I can make money when I get out, because machine gunners aren't really up for
Not a big
hire
call
out.
for them. No.
Yeah.
I found that out too. Yeah. Put it on the resume. It didn't carry
Yeah.
much weight.
If you work for the New Jersey mob.
Well, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Well, we had a few like that in Boston too. But there were a lot of guys that could do what I could do. They could shoot a machine gun. Dad, you got anything you want to talk about or say?
I'm
or?
just very proud of him, glad he's home, and thank you guys for having him on.
We're proud of him too. We're all kind of, particularly all you guys at the table, but particularly the Marines. You're older brothers, but we're still brothers.
Oh, yes.
And I like, and I don't know who had the quote. Was it your mother-in-law or your wife that made the quote about the simplified thing this morning, or the other?
I think that was my mom.
Your mom said that. Well, that was a nice thing she said about
It's very true.
And you'll find that out as you get to be Dawn's age back there. That it in most cases it's true. It goes on, doesn't end. So we're proud of you. You're proud of what you did. Sorry you got wounded, but you look like you're gonna recover.
Yeah.
That's the good news. And you did what this country asked you to do, and that's all you can do. And you did your best. So we're proud as hell of what you're doing.
Thank you.
And you don't get wounded again.
Oh,
Don't let it happen again. I hope they don't send you back.
I'll
but
run a little faster.
Hopefully by that time we'll be out of there.
I
Kind of winding down. So
Yeah. Well, media tells you it's winding down, but I didn't.
didn't say
Of
that.
course, I see, over there, they're breaking down the bases and whatnot and stuff like that. But as far as the fighting goes, it seems to be picking up a little more.
we first started doing this show, and we started doing the casualties every week. We had 15, 20 guys.
Yeah.
And some women, obviously.
I don't know.
I mean, guys in general sense, that we used to read their names from all over this country. And the good news is the last year or two, that's slowed down considerably. So,
Yeah.
But one's too many.
We had a sergeant from Boston. Are you from Boston?
Yeah.
Few weeks after I got shot, I think in November, he didn't make it out.
You remember his name?
Started with a V.
Yeah.
I can't pronounce it.
Oh, I know who you're talking about,
So
too.
I don't
But,
I don't want to I don't
Yeah.
want to butcher his name.
No, I
but
know who you're talking about.
We always called him Sergeant.
Matter of fact, we mentioned him, and it turns out my family knows his family. I know.
Okay.
Yeah. Vasily, I think his name was.
I saw a few
Yeah.
pictures of his coming home ceremony.
And the strange thing about, I'd give you a little information about that case. His dad was a Boston cop.
Really?
And his dad was killed in action in Boston years ago. So it was a sad situation.
Well,
but look,
he was an amazing NCO, and he was great. He wasn't, a weapons platoon. He was first platoon guy, but he was great. Led his Marines very well.
Yeah, you know what? You're an honor to him. You're an honor to the Marine Corps. Your family certainly. We're proud of you. I'm glad you're in one piece. You got a little healing to do.
Yeah.
No dancing Saturday night.
No.
So that's Saturday night, 6 p.m. down at Mojo's Grill on Pine Street.
Yes.
Which is right next to the police station, which is probably a good thing. Right?
There'll be a few bands out there, but
Yeah, some folks are going to be singing. And
not quite sure the genre, but
the genre.
yeah.
You're one of those educated Marines, right?
That's the
Yeah.
word. That's the word for like the
type of music.
the type of
I need
music.
an interpreter. Genre.
type of music and what's going to be happening.
Blues?
I'm more of a Metallica guy, but
Oh, yeah, okay. So wear my earplugs. Right? It's like incoming. Right?
yeah. But yeah, surprisingly, you know, machine gunners and Marines can be smart. You know, they keep grunts around for a reason.
That's right.
Get it
Listen,
done.
I've said that before. Although we got some funny stories about some of the guys we serve with sometimes.
Oh,
but
believe me, I have some stories as well.
And you're a Vanguard grad, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, 2012.
You play football or any of the sports or anything?
Yeah, I played football, but nothing big. I never really played varsity.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of chilled out on JV.
Okay.
But you know, I like to dabble in athletics. I was pretty athletic before this whole stuff. So.
Well, I think some of the recruiters are coming up there. Who recruited you here?
Staff Sergeant DeCoster. You might have seen him around the mall trying to recruit people, but
He's still here because Thomas is down there. I know.
I don't.
I think they come in. A couple of them. I think they're coming over to your
There's
thing.
a lot of them that switched out right before, like right after I left. But I had actually visited Staff Sergeant DeCoster a few weeks ago and say what's up. Hopefully he can make an appearance, come down there. Friends with him on Facebook, so I'll probably just invite him later.
Very good. Well, listen, the community's behind you, and when you get back to Lejeune, you tell those other Marines, the community, the country really is proud of what they're doing. I mean, if they don't know that, they need to know that. And not just the Marines, but all the services, men and women. And sometimes the women get left out, but a lot of women are serving now that didn't serve before.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And look, we're going to take us out today. Don't forget Palm now.
I've got to tell you about
But I'm sure Palm's proud of him too.
I'm sure he would.
You might go over there and see if you can, con yourself a good deal.
There you go.
I'm looking for another vehicle.
Are you?
Well, go to Palm Kia or Palm Chevrolet right here on 200, and I'm sure they'd be more than happy to talk to you.
Check
What
it
are
out.
you driving now?
2002 Honda Civic.
Uh-huh. So you need a trade-in. You're going to go American, right? Chevy or
Yeah, I'm
something
looking.
like that.
I like Chevy Silverados.
There you go.
There you go.
I got to gather up the money.
We'll keep on saying that. They'll call in and say, hey, they're going to cut you one heck of a deal. Well,
They'll give you a
your
good
favorite
deal.
dealer in town is who?
Palm Chevrolet.
There you go.
There you go.
The old lady keeps popping
That's
out
better
kids.
than
I'll
me
need it.
saying
If he
it.
didn't, and he's probably put that in the back of his hog and that Harley Davidson right in the back of that thing, right? No?
Harleys don't belong in the back of trucks.
There you go. They're to
Ride
be
those
ridden,
things.
right? There you go. Okay.
The other thing-
you got a career in commercial, TV and radio and all that stuff.
See TV because of my good looks that you had mentioned
there
earlier.
you go. You got it, buddy. You got it. Your wife wouldn't marry no ugly boy. I know that.
I know she knows how to pick them.
All right, you did Parm, and they're on State Road 200, Parm
Yes,
Kia.
sir.
So
And
go
they
down
got
and talk to them and
Got
see
a
what they're about.
fantastic service department and parts department there available for you.
All right, hey Garrett, I'm proud of you. Again, these troops are proud of you. The community's proud of you. We're looking forward to a good time Saturday, and
I appreciate being on the radio show.
all right, partner.
And we're fixing to
Hopefully
play
one or two
John's.
people.
We're going to take you out with, about 50,000 names on the wall. Have you heard that before?
I might have.
Yeah, it's
I can't
related
say that.
to Vietnam, which is 100 years before your time.
Well, yeah,
But,
one of my uncles
more names
served
than
as
we
a
care
Marine
to
in
make.
Vietnam.
Outstanding. Very good. Outstanding. So, look, guys, thank you. We're going to take it out with that, and I want to thank everybody for listening. Scott will be talking to you on a regular basis, and Scott Young, and all you troops out there, and those folks who support the veterans, thank you for listening. Thank you for your service, and, God bless America, folks. It's simplified.
American girls and American guys will always stand up and salute. We'll always recognize when we see old glory flying. There's a lot of men dead, so we can sleep in peace at night when we lay down our head. My daddy served in the army where he lost his right eye, but he flew a flag out in our yard till the day that he died. He wanted my mother, my brother, my sister and me to grow up and live happy in the land of the free. Now this nation that I love is falling under attack. Mighty sucker punch came flying in from somewhere in the back, so we can see clearly through our big black eye. Man, we lit up your world like the 4th of July. Hey, Uncle Sam put your name at the top of his list, and the Statue of Liberty started shaking her fist. And the eagle will fly, and it's gonna be hell When you hear Mother Freedom start ringing her bell, and you feel like the whole wide world is raining down on you. All brought to you courtesy of the red, white, and blue. Justice will be served and the battle will rage. This big dog will bite when you rattle his cage. You'll be sorry that you messed with the U.S. of A. We'll put a boot in your pants, it's the American way. Hey, Uncle Sam, put your name at the top of his list. And the Statue of Liberty started shaking her fist, and the eagle will fly, and it's gonna be hell when you hear Mother Freedom start ringing her bell, and you feel like the whole wide world is raining down on you. All brought to you courtesy of the red, white, and blue.
70 WOCA.
ABC News Now. I'm Karen Chase. A new terror threat against the Olympics has triggered a worldwide alert to airlines flying to Russia about toothpaste tubes possibly packed with explosives. Homeland Security officials are responding to what they call a specific and credible threat. More than 750,000 people are without power at this hour, the lingering legacy of the latest winter storm to slam the nation. Pennsylvania was hardest hit. Hundreds of flights are canceled today. Broadway theaters dimmed their lights for a moment.